Let's welcome in CNBC contributor Gina Sanchez. She's Chief Market Strategist at Lido Advisors. Gina, we're talking opportunity. Great to have you here.
Well, thank you, although it's tough to find opportunities right now.
Right. So you were nice enough to give us a few picks right now in today's market. So your picks are McDonald's, AbbVie, and Morgan Stanley. I want to start with McDonald's. What's your thesis on McDonald's? Is the idea that a consumer under pressure from inflation and other things turns more to quick service eating?
So that's part of the story. Part of the story is that consumers are going to probably start to trade down. McDonald's is cheap and it's fatty and it fills you up, right? So that's part of the thesis. But the other part is that it has a massive operating margin. They have like a 44% operating margin. So this is the kind of company that can withstand inflation and it can even cut prices and still be a very healthy stock to own. So, this could accommodate what consumers need, but also what investors need during a crisis.
You mentioned something that a lot of people talk about in this current environment, operating margin and free cash flow. Is there one of the two of those that you think is more important? I know they're tied together in some ways, but is there one that you look more closely at?
Well, I think both are important. Operating margin matters when you care about rising inflation. The problem that I see with the Fed and their approach is that interest rates don't actually have a direct effect on oil prices. They have an indirect effect in that they can bring down demand, and by cutting demand, possibly bring down oil prices. But what is driving up oil prices is a supply problem, not a demand problem. And I don't think that it is something that the Fed is going to be able to deal with. So I think you could actually have demand plummeting, people feeling a real crimp in terms of the economy and still have inflation. It's a terrible outcome.
One of the other picks I want to ask you about is AbbVie. This is a stock in the pharma space. Doesn't it face pressure from the rising dollar and also just pressure from things like biosimilars and generics that are going to be cheaper in an inflationary environment that consumers might turn to?
Very possibly, but if you look at their profit margins, they're very healthy. And if you look at their pipeline, it's still extremely good. And quite frankly, I think that it is going to attract a lot of dollars right now because the pressures that you're talking about are pressures that take time to build. I don't think that that's going to be hitting AbbVie until late 2023 at the soonest. However, right now it's paying almost a 4% dividend yield. And cash is king, and dividend payers matter. And if you're expecting, interest rates to keep going up, you're going to want something that's going to pay you more than that.
All right. Speaking of rates going up, your third pick's Morgan Stanley.
Yeah, so we talked earlier this morning about financials and how financials tend to benefit from rising interest rates, but they tend to benefit from a very steep yield curve. And actually, the yield curve is flattening. So you're actually seeing the front end of the curve coming up with the long end of the curve having already risen. And the great thing about Morgan Stanley, though, is that the way that they make money is very defensive. Right now, people are not pulling their money out of the wealth management unit. If anything, people feel that they need wealth managers more than ever. And so their wealth management unit's fee is pretty strong and stable in these kinds of environments. And by the same token, this volatility really feeds the income that they make from their trading desk. Both of those are very, very defensive financial kinds of earnings. And on top of that, they are making loans at higher rates. And so they can still benefit from the rising interest rates, but there is so much of their income that is just so stable and, in fact, probably even more stable in rising volatility.
All right, Gina Sanchez, we appreciate the stocks picks and always great to see you.